Well, hello, fellow yearbookers. Jamie Silver here with Herf Jones. I wanted to welcome you back to the podcast, episode 2. And we're going to start off today by talking with Jeremy Piper in the Kansas City plant. Jeremy is in the order center, and he is a great contact to work with both yourself and myself on setting up online sales and any questions about yearbook sales and e-business. So without further ado, I have Jeremy here on the phone, and I'm going to introduce Jeremy Piper. Hello, Jeremy.
Hello.
Well, thanks again for taking a few minutes with us today. Appreciate
no
it.
problem.
I wanted to introduce you to the schools that we work with together and just ask you a couple questions and see how they might be able to call you directly and work with you and I to help get their ads and their yearbook sales up this year.
All right.
So to start, can you please share with our listeners, how long you've been working with Herf Jones and what you do there in the Order Center?
I have been with Herf Jones for a little over 12 years now. I have worked on both the manufacturing side and the business side of the yearbooks. I'm now an account coordinator with the Yearbook Order Center, and I assist the sales reps and the schools facilitate their Yearbook Order Center sales. I prepare the postcard mailings and setting up the email blast. So if you have any questions about the Order Center, you can contact myself or let Jamie know.
Excellent. And best way to reach you, I have it on the screen here, Jeremy, is just email or phone. Is that right?
That's correct. You can call the Order Center at 1-866-287-3096 and ask for me, or just shoot me an email at japiper@herfjones.com.
Excellent. And one thing I just wanted to add, and new this year, you and I were talking briefly about the email campaign. Can you just a quick summary on how that's different this year with the parents?
That is a campaign that'll go out once or twice a month, and it goes straight to the parents, and it just lets them know that your yearbooks are on sale and they can place their order. Once they place their order, they no longer get the emails. So it's a really nice little initiative that we have.
Excellent. Excellent. So just one last question. Is there any parting advice you can share with our listeners as far as helping their yearbook sales this year?
I would definitely take advantage of the Order Center programs. Like I said, we had launched our email initiative with reminding parents to purchase their yearbooks. We've already sent 2 email campaigns, and the results are tremendous to see. So that would be something I would definitely take advantage of.
Awesome. Well, thanks again, Jeremy. I appreciate your time.
No problem. You have a great day.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye.
So Jeremy is great. Jeremy is the guy I go to when I need help getting stuff set up. So if you have any questions throughout the school year, whether it's getting your online sales set up or any follow-up questions with parents on if they bought a book, didn't buy a book, call Jeremy, call myself. We're here to help as a team. The tool that we're going to use, if you haven't seen it yet, is eBusiness, and that's the site where Jeremy and his team, so anyone who calls his team to place an order over the phone, it gets recorded in eBusiness, kind of like an online receipt book, but also any sales that occur online. So if a family goes online, purchase your yearbook with a credit card at 10 o'clock at night or whatnot, it gets recorded in eBusiness. It's also available to you at school to record in-school sales. So the beauty of that, come distribution day, the fun day, you'll be able to go to one place to pull a record of all the sales that occurred, whether it happened in the Order Center in Kansas City or at school. So if you have any questions about eBusiness, please let me know. It's a great tool to track your sales as well as ad sales. So let us know how we can help with that. Okay, we're going to switch gears now to one other topic for today, Yearbook Curriculum. Many of you may know this from the past where we had student workbooks and teachers' binders that were available, much like you'd have for mathematics class or any other curriculum for a class. This is teaching journalism. So this year we've gone online with it, and in doing so, it gives us more options to include more media. So for example, video clips to help different modules, and it's all available online via Schoolology. So you may be familiar with that site. It's password protected, so if this is something you're interested in, please let me know, and I'll be happy to send you the login and password. But to give you an idea of what it looks like, bear with me 1 second. I'm just going to open up a preview here. Sorry about that. I thought I had that open before we started. And this is the preview here. So to give you an idea, we have 9 weeks kind of laid out for you. And this is just what's available today. We'll be adding to this throughout the year, but you can see these modules from yearbook basics to theme to copy, design, e-design, templates, and basically getting you to that first deadline. So photography as well. So it's broken down by category. The idea here is to help you not have to reinvent the wheel. Obviously, you've been in school for a lot longer than 1 week at this point. So wherever you are at this point on this schedule, just consider that where you start, whether it's week 2 with theme, most likely this time of year. And actually, for that, I'd like to show you kind of a preview of some of these resources that come with the modules. So, for example, we have PowerPoint. Actually, let me show you that first. Sorry about that. So, again, being online and via Schoolology instead of the printed books that were shipped, we're able to give you PowerPoint lessons that you can actually just use in your class as they are. So this time of year, I wanted to share one on theme. It's likely what might be on your mind right now. So this is a PowerPoint that you can use. It talks about identifiers and how to pick a theme, where to use it, gives you examples, the cover, the spine, end sheet, and then it takes you into some examples of schools, how they carried it through their book. And there's actually several of them here. I'm going to jump down to a couple here. This one is from Cupertino High School in Cupertino, California, Over and Under. And the beauty of this is we have these screen captures of their book that show you how they carried that idea throughout the yearbook. So whether you're just now brainstorming themes or trying to figure out how to carry it through, sometimes it's nice to see how other people are doing it and adapt and learn from that to carry out your own. So here's another one, Just Saying, from Colorado. And they have this visual consistency with these lines, and you'll see those throughout their book. So again, lots of examples here. There's a handful of schools as you scroll down here, but please feel free to use this. Just an example of a PowerPoint file that comes in these modules. Another example is a theme development worksheet. So this could be used again in a classroom environment or a club. It's kind of designed for a class, so I'll just show an example here. We have the theme development worksheet, and then we also have the answer key, right? So you can pass this out, work on it individually, come back as a group, and kind of look at parts of a theme development. So, for example, where is the theme used? Obviously, the cover, the end sheet, title page, opening, dividers, and so on. So, again, just a nice way to work through it and get the ideas flowing. If you're a little bit earlier, I want to show you this earlier in your theme selection. Sometimes it's hard to narrow it down. I want to share this, and you can get this PDF as well. This is a great way to just thumb through a bunch of ideas in alphabetical order. While you might not find one here exactly, what you want, it might, just going through this, the process of looking through these might help you come up with that exact phrase that you're looking for your theme. So again, there's 7,000 plus in here. There's a ton. Feel free to use this as a resource as well. Dream your theme. This is another example just in the theme workbook module. This is also kind of early on, helping jumpstart the creative process as a group to create the theme. And then it kind of walks you through different unifiers and other ways of bringing it through the book and carrying it through consistently. So again, just one other example is a PDF of another resource available to you. And then this, just another page I want to jump to because this has an embedded video link, which is great. We couldn't do this before when we just handed you, a paper book. This lets you link it right too. So I'm going to click on this, probably have me log in. Bear with me 1 second. And we've got a bunch of videos up here. I showed some of these last week, specifically this first group here on marketing. But if we scroll down, we'll also come up to the theme. And I'm just going to play a little bit of this so you can get a taste of it, picking your theme.
The process of picking a yearbook theme can be a difficult one. Sometimes not everyone's going to agree on the theme, and sometimes ones that seem exciting in the beginning turn out to be problematic later.
Oh, in this video, we're going to look at the ways you can pick the best theme of the year.
As you can see, they're a little goofy. They're fun. I love them. But it's just another way to add another dynamic to the curriculum. So that's also available, and it's embedded in quite a few resources throughout the system. So just want to share that with you. Okay, jumping forward, I wanted to share a couple reminders as we close. And again, my goal with the podcast here is to keep it short and sweet so you wouldn't have to carve out a lot of time. This is just supplemental to us talking individually. But in closing, I want a couple invitations to highlight. We do have an advisor retreat coming up. You've probably got an invitation from me via email. It's actually a week from today, 9/26 at Lake Park High School. It's advisors only. We'd love to have you there. We still have space available, so if you're interested, please do let me know as soon as you can. We'll be continuing this weekly podcast every Monday at 3:30. Again, feedback is highly encouraged. I would love to hear your feedback. This is only number 2. I'm treading new ground here, so I'm learning as I go. But I'd love your feedback as well as topic suggestions because I want to make this current and make this helpful to you. So if there's topics that you would like seen on the podcast, please do let me know. A last invitation is regarding JEA. If you happen to be attending JEA in November, it's in Indianapolis this year, November 10th through the 13th. Of course, Herf is going to have a lot of fun at the booth. Please stop by. Everyone's welcome there. I also wanted to extend an invitation to the advisors listening, the teachers. We do have an advisor reception one of those evenings. It's a lot of fun. We do ask for an RSVP by the 28th of next month. Hard to believe it's nearly October already. But if you're interested in coming to that, please let me know. I can send you an invitation, all the details as well. Last, I just want to close by saying currently I got a couple calls last week and emails, and I'm glad you guys are giving me feedback that the playback of this podcast wasn't working on a phone. Unfortunately, it's currently not going to work on the phone. Right now, it's only going to play back on a computer screen via browser. That's something I'm working on. I appreciate your patience as I learn this new medium as far as the podcast and video. This is an area that I'd love your feedback on. Who uses podcast? Who would prefer just watching it on YouTube, for example, or a web page? Any feedback you have on that would be greatly appreciated. Again, happy Monday to you. I hope your week is off to a great start, and I look forward to talking with you soon. Thank you.